Hi there folks, Scott here, I'm back and we're going to do something a little bit different this week. Some of you might not know I had my birthday last week, turned 31, and it kind of got me thinking, video games don't have the same magic that they used to do when I was a child, and it's not the fault of gaming at all, it's a natural progression of growing up. You get more disposable income, you get more money to spend on games, and with things like the Steam sale, getting games is easier than ever. However, when I was a child, the only time I would really get new games, with some exceptions, were birthdays and Christmas. So, seeing as it was my birthday, and seeing as I can do whatever the fuck I want to talk about something else. I want to talk about my first ever console. I want to talk about the Sega Master System. So, let's rewind time back to around about 1988 or 89. My family would always go to my cousin's house for Christmas, that's what we did. And that was when I first saw not only the Sega Master System, but Alex Kidd in Miracle World, and I was captivated, like in my bones, like someone had hooked me in the ribs and yanked me over in a Mortal Kombat like kind of way. It was bright, it was noisy, it was wonderful. I couldn't get enough of it. And more importantly, I didn't shut up about it for a full calendar year. My parents would hear nothing else except how much young Scott, around about 4 years of age or so, really wanted a Sega Master System. So, fast forward a year, it's either the Christmas of 89 or 90, and my parents finally do get me a Sega Master System. In fact, Mum tells me years later, they tried to buy my cousin's Sega Master System, and my cousins said, no, we're playing it, you can't have it. So, parents find me one, but it doesn't come with Alex Kidd in Miracle World, nope. Different one, comes with a light phaser, comes with Safari Hunt, comes with Hang On, and my parents, in, a moment of parenting genius, also get the Ghostbusters game, because if there was one thing I loved just as much as computer games back then, it was the real Ghostbusters. I was obsessed. I used to wander around my living room with the Hoover nozzle, pretending I was busting ghosts. Yeah, the Ghostbusters game is actually kind of a weird one. It took me months to figure out what the hell you actually did. You know what? Didn't matter. Ghostbusters. Although that particular Ghostbusters game did omit Winston, so I can't help but feel it was slightly racist. Racism aside, let's fast forward to the present day, and I still have it. The very, very same Master System. Not the sleeker Master System 2, no, the big, long, boxy Master System 1, complete with stickers that came from both Sonic the Comic and a soft drink called Five Alive that only people round about my age in the UK will have any clue about. And the thing is, while the console didn't do so well in America, in fact the first Sonic game was the last American release for it, it did really well over here in Europe, and strangely still does well in Brazil. So there are loads of games to play, and more importantly, loads of games I haven't discovered. So what I'm going to simply do is just leave you with a few of my favourites. And I don't have a glass on me because I'm not playing bad games all hammered, but if I did, I would raise a glass to the Sega Master System, my gateway into the world of gaming. Cheers. Let's get one thing straight. The 8-bit version of Sonic the Hedgehog is perfect. Yes, it's a distinct game from the 16-bit version, and all the better for it. Instead of trying to cram in all kinds of features they'd never get, they got the ones that make it feel the most like Sonic. Sonic moves like Sonic. Sonic accelerates like you'd expect him to. And they just created a perfectly good 8-bit platformer. Brilliantly designed, looks lovely, just perfect. On a similar vein, Castle of Illusion for the Master System, different from the Mega Drive version, but at the same time it's got lots and lots of similar features that you were probably looking forward to when you read about it in magazines back in the 90s. Just an amazing little platformer, lots of cute little puzzle elements, graphically bright, colourful and brilliant, and just unmistakably Disney. Back when Disney games were a good thing. Wonder Boy 3 The Dragon's Trap is one of the biggest, most ambitious Master System games there is. In fact, it's as close to Mario 3 as the Master System ever got. Yes, it's a platformer, but it's also got some RPG elements, and the way that you change into different animals with different abilities, and the way that then opens up different bits of the world that you never thought you could get to before, is just sublime. It takes ages and it keeps you playing. Master of Darkness may be decried by some as a mere Castlevania clone, and, well, they're half right. Is it a Castlevania clone? Yes, but it is a fucking brilliant one. The subdued colour palette and the graphics make it genuinely moody and intimidating and frightening in a lot of ways, and the music is absolutely, no pun intended, to die for. Last but not least, Alex Kidd in Shinobi World. Now this started off as a parody of Shinobi called Shinobi Kid, but for some reason they flung Alex Kidd in there, and to be honest, this is a better platform game than either Shinobi or Alex Kidd in Miracle World. Again, tightly designed, looks brilliant, amazing music. It's just another perfect little 8-bit platformer that you might have overlooked.